Hello guys, this is your teacher Jose Antonio Lopez, and this is one of our classes related to 5th semester. This is a review about adjectives. What's an adjective? Well, as we have already studied, adjectives are words that describe a noun. That means that whenever we're trying to point out a characteristic of an adjective, of a noun, we need to use an adjective. Okay, and as a word, adjectives have had a lot of characteristics, but for the purposes of this class, we are only focused on 3 of them. First of all, they are invariable. What does that mean? Adjectives are invariable because they do not change their form according to the gender or number of the noun. It doesn't matter if we are talking in singular, male, or plural, female, the adjective remains the same. Check this out. This is a hot potato, singular. Those are some hot potatoes, plural. The adjective is the same. It doesn't change. Okay? Number 2, where do we put an adjective when we are writing or speaking a sentence? Well, the main place for an adjective is in front of the noun that they modify. This rule is almost always used. There are some few exceptions, but we are not going to consider those exceptions today. Check the examples. The beautiful girl ignored me. Girl is the noun. Beautiful, adjective. The fast red car drove away. Car, noun. Fast red, adjectives. And the third characteristic that we have signaled here in this presentation is how do we use an adjective when we are using sensing verbs. Sensing verbs are the verbs that we know, like to be, to seem, to look, and to taste. Ser, parecer, verse, o saber, saber de gusto, sabe raro, sabe salado, sabe, etc. Okay? When we are using these verbs that are called sensing verbs because are words that describe or we use to talk about sensations, we use the adjectives after those verbs. Okay? Example, Italy is beautiful. Is the verb to be, is the verb, and beautiful is the adjective. I don't think she seems nice at all. No me parece que ella sea amable o agradable, para nada agradable. Seems is the verb, is a sensing verb, and nice is the adjective. Okay? But why are we talking about adjectives? Why do we need to use adjectives? Check this phrase from William Safire, who's an author that wrote a lot about grammar topics. Adjective salad, he compares an adjective like an ingredient of a salad, is delicious, with each element contributing its individual and unique flavor. But a puree of adjective soup tastes Jichi. This means that when we use properly and in a correct way the adjectives, we can express more accurate the idea that we are trying to communicate. But if we don't do it like that, that communication is not going to work. As I told you before, there are a lot of characteristics in the adjectives, so that there are a lot of adjectives or types of adjectives. First of all, we have the extreme adjectives, and the adjectives that have a strong meaning. Example, this: angry, furious, big, huge, etc. Don't worry about these charts. I'm going to send you and make them available in our classroom. Okay? The opposite adjectives, like day, night, are adjectives that have opposite meanings. Day, night, slow, fast, thick, thin, etc. Another type is character adjectives. These adjectives are the words that we use to describe personalities. And there are a lot of these adjectives. Here is the list. As I told you before, don't worry, I'm going to send you over those lists. And condition adjectives are adjectives that show the present situation of something. And here is the list. As you can see, there are a lot of adjectives. Here I also present some verbs, some phrases, quotes from people who are expert about this topic. I would like you to consider them, read them, write them, and look up for their meaning. The adjective is even an appeal of the parts of a speech, for example, from Clifton Fadiman. This is a very interesting description of an adjective. And finally, here I give you bibliographical references that you can consult. Remember, any doubt that you have, you can consult with me, you can write me, you can send me a text, you can write me an email, or if you want to, you can call me. This is a brief review. Let's go to our classroom, virtual classroom at Moodle platform, and let's continue with this topic and some other exercises that I prepared for you. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. Let's move to our Moodle platform.